Hey, my name's Communique, and I don't do videos on this channel with my face cam that much, but we're gonna do it anyways for this one because I feel like a face cam's kind of necessary. It wasn't for the one video, but anyways, to the point. I am a guy who has historically missed things on the YouTube scene and assumed that they wouldn't be what they were. Uh, to prove to my point to you, I was the guy who saw the Lackadaisy casting call. I think it was a casting call. Either that or was the pilot. And I went, meh, that'll maybe go somewhere. Probably not too far, though. And now I believe it has millions of views, a branding merchandise, and literally everyone on Tumblr loves it. I was the guy who looked at the Murder Drones series and went, well, that seems silly. And then everyone on Tumblr loved it. And fandom, too. It took over a fandom. My fandom. It took over the Wings of Fire fandom somehow. I don't know how that even happened, but whatever. The point is... Oh, wait, there was one other one. Oh, right. I was the guy who got recommended Cheesy HFJ's 1 in the Object Show community. Saw it at like 12,000 views when it was first uploaded like a few months at that time. By a friend who was like, you would like this. And I went, yeah, I'll get to it. And then I got to it 2 years later when it had like 1 million views. And I'm not even kidding there. I'm not joking. Like 1 million views. So, now, I'm not going to waste any more time here. It's the point. I see something else. I see a show. Wait. Oh. Wait. Okay, basic gameplay. Oh, there we go. There I am. I forgot how to work this. I haven't had a face cam in so long. I see a show called... SCP Offshoot, I believe? Oh, the Offshoot. It's an SCP animation. It's the pilot episode. And just by judging by, like, the animated style, I can already tell this will have 1.2 million views, just like one, by the end of next year, or more. I'm literally putting that prediction out there right now. Yesterday when I checked it, it had about 20,000 views. I woke up this morning, I checked it had 40,000. I just checked it now at the end of the day. It's almost midnight. I like to record videos at midnight. And it's got 57. So that, in the span of like 12 hours, got 17,000 more views. So we're going to watch it. We're going to react to it. I hope that's okay. If it's not okay with the content creators, I can take this video down, no problem. Wait, let me see. Who made it? Okay, SCPeeps. Oh, cool. And they're a small channel, or they were. Oh, wow. 9,000 subscribers. I checked them yesterday, and they had like 3,000, and I was like, I could definitely contact these people, because I'm trying to look for talent for my own thing at some point, and that doesn't matter right now. We'll get to that later. The point is, though, I saw this, and I'm not going to let it be. Another thing in my list of oopsies, forgot to mention that one, forgot to react to that one, forgot to enter into this fandom too early thing, okay? So quick refresher, if we don't know what you're getting into here. The SCP fandom is a very interesting thing. It's essentially, I don't think it has a main story, but it's a fandom based around lore and lore itself. And what's so great about that lore is the fact that you can put almost any character, almost any scenario, almost any situation into it. Because it's literally so wacky with the lore, you can pretty much do anything. And it has no established story, so I think. So anything is technically canon. Essentially, what the SCP Foundation is secure, contain, protect. I'm not really in this fandom that much, so I'm trying to, like, sum up what I know for anyone who doesn't. But what I do know is it's the SCP Foundation, Secure, Contain, Protect, and essentially it's Area 51. But it has they're a shadowy government agency, they have a whole bunch of different things, and there's a whole bunch of different entities, I guess, that they collect. They collect, like, you know, the anomalies, the non-human things. They kind of you know how the Men in Black work in Men in Black. They're kind of like that, except a little more edgy, I guess. This, however, looks very fun. It looks like it's a good animated style. You can tell the animated style that's going to go somewhere. And yeah, I'm going to jump on board here really quick because I've missed my chance a whole bunch. And I'm very open to voice acting. But yes, I'm very excited to watch this. I watched like the first 20 seconds and went, this needs to be a video. I can't just watch this in good conscience on my own. I need to do this with something. With a video recording, because I just could tell. Like, straight from the get-go, the jokes were so great. And I have spent 5 minutes and 30 seconds shelling this to you, so let's just get into it already. We're gonna go full screen, and we're gonna watch this. The Offshoot, SMP. So this is a pilot, so there's no more episode.
My name's Monica Gray, and...
Already, by the way, great name. If you can tell names like Monica Gray, things that you would technically hear but are a little bit out of the ordinary. Because I think there's a fine, almost uncanny valley in names, especially in media, where you almost feel like you're watching fantasy or something unrealistic if it's too far out, too far strange. And yet, if you can tiptoe in that uncanny valley and do something that you probably wouldn't hear in your everyday life, you don't hear of a person called like Dr. Gray or something like that. I'm assuming she's a doctor's outfit, right? Something like that. You don't hear that, but it could be feasible. And so I already like that, because as a character designer and someone who does, extensive role plays, extensive plot writing, extensive world building, you always have to do that kind of good character naming, and I like that a whole bunch.
Today's my first day at... well, I'm not exactly sure.
I can tell how this is kind of inspired by, like, the old Storytime animators of the day. Because it's not, like, really fully animated, and I'd actually prefer it to stay that way. I like how it jumps up and down like that. It feels more like it's paying homage to, like, the older animated content on YouTube, like Jaden Animations and The Odd Ones Out and stuff like that. And I already like that. Because you're taking lore... I can't get 14 seconds of the video without, like, an extensive thing, but you're taking lore and then you're adding this interesting kind of almost Storytime type thing to it. So I like that already.
The interview process was a little vague.
Kidnapping. Yeah, of course. The milkman. Yes. Because we can't see underneath the thing at all. Congrats, okay. Obviously, this is one of the things, just like I think one did it, you have to have the subtitles on for this because it's going to add to the joke. Yeah, okay. So essentially, just like the Men in Black, they walk up to you and they're like, hey, hello, you work here now. You fit the job description. And away you go.
Yeah.
No chance of returning, I assume. Hang in there. Hang in there. I don't care what your pronouns are. If you spill Foundation secrets, consider yourself Wuzzwer. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's the liberal. Okay. So already I can tell this is gonna be like kind of a Men in Black type thing, but it's gonna be so updated and new that it's gonna feel so much better. I think it's gonna hit a much better chord already, because it is already like getting there with like political topics of the day and things like that, and fun, and it's fun already. I'm not even a minute in and I can already tell this is fun, and I don't know where I'm gonna burst out laughing at, but I will.
Dr. Gray, my name is Dr. Roland Wells of the SCP Foundation. Do you know why you're here?
I assume no. You sort of like threw them in the back of a van. That's not the greatest thing to assume that they know why they're there. Yeah. Also, they. I gotta. Sorry, I grew up in Indiana. There was not many variety here of anything other than. They sound sort of like But you know those. It kind of fits with the vibe, to be honest. You know those channels were like, I can't forget. I forget their name. It's like the Bones channel or something like that. Hi, Rare Editor Communique here, and I've now realized the channel is called Chills. It's the Chills channel. I tried to liken them to Zach Bagans really quickly for some reason because I decided I thought that would fit, but the voice immediately reminded me of that meme take on the Chills video.
That muffin is looking awfully like a hamster. Someone baked a hamster into my muffin.
It wasn't exact either, but that was the best bit I could come up with at the time. Thank you. Tiny editor to communicate out. The guy... Oh no, you know what he actually sounds like? No, crap, actually.
Dr. Gray, my name is Dr. Roland Wells of the SCP Foundation.
They sound a bit like Zach Bagans. Okay, I gotta get face cam up here for you guys. I'm probably gonna edit this video, but they sound like I need to find a good Zach Bagans clip for you to get this from. He's a ghost hunter, so kind of fits with the vibe again. But let's I need to find Zach Bagans.
Between filming on Ghost Adventures, I do have other projects that I work on. My biggest project is I love music.
Okay, you can't exactly see what I'm trying to say, but like, I don't exactly know if you can get what I'm trying to say here. But they sound sort of like Zach Bagans.
Do you know why you're here?
But
nope.
different.
Well, we read your paper on the secret histories of the Bronze Age concerning the mysterious Eastern Empire whose invasion weakened the Greeks.
The Ottomans?
I'm not sure where or how you were able to gather such accurate information regarding the Sarkic Empire, considering that their existence is highly classified. In response, we'd like to offer you a job at our facility.
Wait, okay, so I'm sorry, my game theorist brain, my MatPat brain is already okay. So there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been ingrained. They are our main character here. Are we gonna get to see like? They're not who we think they are already. Then we're gonna get those hints. I'm gonna assume. I'm just gonna guess out here that we're just gonna assume here that they're not who they seem. Because if they can get that information that is supposedly classified, like right then, and then like directly direct a paper from it. I mean, sure, anyone can guess. I mean, ancient aliens, stuff like that. They guess, right? You know, all the conspiracy theorist stuff on like the Travel Channel. By the way, can we talk about how let's not. But can we talk about how the Travel Channel is just the paranormal channel now? I just want to quickly, but if you can get like that much classified, then you're more than what you seem, and I don't think they're as naive as what we seem. Confetti cannons, but with no confetti.
It was between that
Sound.
or termination. This is the low-risk laboratory level.
Literally work for us or die. Well, I guess that was kind of the Men in Black thing, too. Oh, then that was more like forget.
Well, you'll be doing the bulk of
Like
your
I said, SCP is just Men in Black, but slightly edgier.
research on the SCPs I told you about. The labs are completely safe, and there are plenty of precautions in place.
They totally are.
Cool. But I'm still not sure what you mean by SCP.
The Foundation is responsible for capturing and studying phenomena and entities, paranormal, supernatural, and otherwise. We refer to them as SCPs. Those are what you will be studying.
Ooh, is Bigfoot here? Is he hot?
I'm assuming...
Oh, great, another one.
Fangirls. No, I'm assuming there's a lot of Sasquatch.
No, Bigfoot is not here. We only handle safe class entities.
Oh.
So is that a no on the hotness level, or...?
I'm assuming that means they exist, though.
Ooh, who's this little guy?
Probably extremely dangerous.
That is SCP-698, a jade turtle that can tell you your most recent mistake telepathically. It's nothing spectacular.
Your failures are beyond my... Already, by the way, getting the HFJ1 vibes. Already, again, getting those HFJ1 vibes.
Here,
If
why
it's
don't I
got the...
introduce you to one of our other scientists you'll be working with?
Already with a mental breakdown. The first entity, it's securely contained. And already a mental breakdown.
This
You
is
just
Dr.
get...
Huxley Buckets, resident nuisance and bane of my existence.
I'm also already getting psych vibes, and that's a very good thing as well, because,
Hey,
yeah.
roly-poly. Giving a tour to the new kid?
Ugh, it's Roland, Huxley. You know this. And I am orienting the new kid.
Well, we better point them in the right direction.
Why don't you just show Monica what you're doing here, Huxley?
Certainly. This is SCP-1356. It's a duck made of
So
plasticized
registered
polyvinyl
nerd,
chloride,
right?
and it squeaks! Prolonged exposure results in significant dehydration of the human subject, despite measures taken to prevent dehydration. But that's boring.
So
Watch
why,
this.
why are you holding it? Wait. Oh.
Hey,
It pulls
that's
up
pretty
water.
neat.
Oh, that's
Do you
cool.
want to see me test it on blood?
Nope, absolutely not. Use the
No,
tour
wait, I wanna see
facility
what
to
kind of
meet and
blood-
all that. Let's go.
You know what they say. Curiosity kills the cats or something, I guess.
Yeah, I like this Monica. I am so glad we didn't terminate her.
The very loose accent. I like loose accents, by the way. Loose accents are cool. I wish I had an accent. I mean, I can force a British one, but it's not like... I can force a British one, but it's you know, it's not real. It'll never be real. Unless I achieve British citizenship sometime in the future. Which could happen, I guess.
This is the communal office space. I'm usually working here with the intern. It's weird that
So do you like... Can you go on the outside world again, or are they like you stuck here? Because essentially, if you're stuck, then you could technically... Like, if you wanted to make this really appealing, they could just say that they offer working from home. Because technically, once you're inside the facility is your home, right? So...
I haven't seen him around today.
What's that lemur doing?
Dr. Lucia remains a mystery to us all.
Okay.
I assume they're doing very good work, regardless. Probably the most efficient worker. If we're going by general fantasy standards and general anything, that's probably... I'm trying to look at this with, like, the most game theory essential, like, lore mind here. On episode 0, already trying to stare into everything and seeing what could be used. Because I know when you're starting a world as well, you normally... At least I don't normally have everything planned out to the very end. Or at the very least, I have the beginning planned out and the end planned out. And all that middle stuff is kind of by the seat of your pants. So I'm assuming, just by assuming that they're going similar to what I would do. And this is a comedy style, and this is a comedy and animation and all this that's right up my alley. I'm assuming some of these things are going to have very intense... Obviously, we're being introduced to our main cast of characters here already. Roland, Monica, and... pink hair dude. I slipped the tongue already. But already we can see those are the 3 top characters here, right? But you have to look for anything in the background, obviously. Especially when you're dealing with SCP, which I think is a very lore-oriented, very background-oriented kind of fandom where you have to be able to see everything and find everything in order to find the true meaning of things. What you see here, especially in a fandom like this, is never as it seems directly. It's probably not as direct as you think. So, for example, termination could mean anything. We assume we know what it means, and it probably does, but you know what I mean. I'm just making a point here. I'm trying to see what characters, what things are going to play a bigger role. I also like the note. I'm not sure if you can see my mouse here, but I'm not sure if this is portraying like the real feelings that she has, or if they... do we have a pronouns list here so I don't mess up? Okay, it doesn't look like we have a pronouns list here that I can't mess up on. Alright. Oops. Oops if I'm getting any of these wrong, by the way. I'm so sorry. I'm wondering if they're an SCP, and by that I mean we're just gonna use their first names. I never like to use first names, but like I don't know the pronouns at this point, so and I don't want to mess it up. So we're just gonna use. I wonder if Monica, our main protagonist here, is an SCP, because how else would you know? And also notice, I think throughout the entire thing here, unless I'm messing up. No, I'm definitely not. Well, I could be. I don't know. That could just be a design choice. I'm gonna keep it secret for now in case I'm absolutely, like, messing up. But it kind of looks like a face here, and that could just mean me having a... What's it called? The thing where you see faces and everything. The two dots here that I assume could be freckles or something else very much look like a face, and I'm wondering if that's going to come into play as well.
It remains a mystery to us all.
Okay. And who's that grumpy guy?
That's the younger son of Miguel O'Hara. I don't know, it gave me vibes.
Which one?
Oh, which one? Right.
Small confession to make. I'm a little nervous that some of the researchers that work here don't exactly seem to be, well, human. And it's not like that scares me or anything,
Are you?
I'm kind of a little bit, the thing is,
For the last time. Oh, you must be the new recruit.
This is Dr. Orson and his research partner, Grimm.
Research partner is a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Again, by the way, I'd like to point out, yet again with the names, other than the pink-haired dude whose name I regrettably already forgot, Roland wait. Was his name? Just a moment. What? Okay, we're gonna scroll back to figure out the names again.
Dr. Gray, my name is Dr. Roland Wells.
Oh, it is Dr. Roland Wells. Okay, so already we can see something here, and I'm not sure if I need to research a certain author's work here real quick, but if we mash up the names, and I'm sure this might have been unintended, because I might be looking at this far too into it here. Wait. Huxley Okay, so it really is. It's exactly like Psych with Woody. It's this essentially this is our autopsy guy. If we're viewing this from Psych terms, I'm jumping from fandom to fandom here because I'm not in the. Wait a second. My face cam's paused. What has gone on with my face cam? How long has that been on for? How long has that been happening? I am so sorry. I've been doing hand gestures and funny things. How long has my face cam been off for? I just realized the little green light that signifies that my face cam is on is not in fact on. Hey, where is my webcam? Hey, where is my camera? Camera? Camera! Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So that is very annoying, but I am jumping from fandom to fandom here, because I'm not in the SCP fandom, so I'm trying to associate SCP with anything else I have come in contact with that is at all close. So again, Huxley, this is the main point I was trying to make, is that I am loving the names here. Again, like I said, they're names that you could feasibly come across, but probably wouldn't. And that is such the toe of the line of the names of the Uncanny Valley that I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Okay, so wait a second.
Oh, you must be the new recruit.
This is Dr. Orson.
Okay, Dr. Orson. I'm assuming that's either a first name or a last name. If we mash up Dr. Orson and Dr. Roland Wells, you get the name Orson Welles. And obviously that's I think that's, wait. That is a person, right? I'm not messing this up. I am not. I am not. You do in fact get Orson Welles. Okay. Orson Welles was an American director, actor, writer, and producer. Okay. Good. I was worried I was messing up here. What was his famous thing? Okay, a fair amount of things, actually. I don't know exactly which one we would be wanting to look at here, but I'm assuming it is interesting, because I'm assuming that regardless of what we're doing here, what would we need to do? Performances. Okay, something here. I didn't miss that. I didn't miss that for a reason. There's a reason they chose both Orson and Wells as names in here, and I did not miss that. I can't have missed that. Unless MatPat has gotten inside my brain and stuck there like a worm, this is lore.
And his research partner, Grimm.
Research partner is a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Damn it. Hold on.
Just climb over the counter.
Hello, fellow human.
Fellow human. Okay, I am strongly suspecting our protagonist is, in fact, one of them, and they have just... Okay. You're already breaking me apart at the seams from episode 0, the pilot. You're breaking me apart at the seams with how much lore I think I'm seeing, and I can't tell because it's the pilot if I'm actually seeing lore or if I'm just, like, hallucinating my own, like, what I would do. I don't know if I'm supposed to take this at face value or if I'm supposed to look behind the scenes, but given that it's SCP, I feel like I should be looking behind the scenes. I don't think Monica's human. I really don't think. Also, climbing over the counter instead of going around it is funny and a bit. And I'm assuming that's just a bit, but what human would do that? Oh, most
Human?
of the...
Right.
I see. Still frozen in that. There it is. Still frozen at the station. And there we go. I told you you were going to make me laugh, and I didn't know when. I didn't know what bit was going to get me. It is, in fact, the bit where apparently the interview afterwards, you're still stuck in the position. Okay, but I'm already seeing a trend here. Most of the doctors here are not human, which I assume means that probably Monica doesn't know. I could be completely off, or I could be just unraveling your lore in front of you, and I'm so sorry if I'm doing the latter on episode 0, just guessing your plot point. If I'm, like, hitting straight on the mark here, please, like, message me on Discord and say, upload a re-edited version that doesn't tell the truth. If you need to stop me from telling the truth. Wait, no, that would sound too desperate. That would sound too desperate. Again, I'm up for voice acting. But I have an interesting thing here that probably Monica... There was one SCP that I remember that didn't know they were an SCP or something like that. I don't think Monica knows. But I don't think she is human. And that's, I think, an important distinction. Okay, support us on Patreon. Please do that. I haven't yet, but if you liked that show and you wanted to give them money to create more of it, then please do that. Because SCPeeps is very, very, very... This is a very talented show already. I can tell that this is an incredibly talented, incredibly work and driven environment. And I can already tell this is a fandom. Not just SCP fandom. This is a sub-fandom. Because just like with HFJ1, there is the Object Show community and there is the One community. This is going to be big enough to create a separate community, and I'm going to see art of these characters from Tumblr until Discord, because those are like the only social media apps I use for like the next year. So please continue to do this. You have something here. I can tell you have something here, and I'm excited to see more episodes in the future. And if you don't mind, I will be reacting to every one of them. So I am already in this fandom. I hope that it's going to grow. I know it's going to grow because I've seen it all happen before. I'm here now, finally. I'd like to just note how excited I am to be here now, finally. As, you know, a member of the from early on, instead of like joining way late. But, ooh, you know what's the best thing? I can now invite the friend that said, hey, you will enjoy one a lot early on. I can now say early on to them. I can now say early on to her, hey, guess what? I have a one for you to join. This is something, though. I can tell this is something. This is fun. It's funny. It's good. It's really well animated. I like the characters. I like the world building. It kind of reminds me almost a bit of Naturix, which I like a lot. I feel like, I swear I had Phoenix up on the right. I didn't. Okay. Well, I like it because it also kind of reminds me of like Naturix and that type of thing, even though Naturix is like kind of the overdrawn type of thing. But I really like the style that this is taking. It's taking a fandom that's more typically known with like edgy, cryptid style, supernatural, and kind of adding this almost like Psych-like humor to it. And Psych, I mean by the TV show Psych, not like the word Psych, S-I-K-E. I like this. This is a really good show, and I will give it high praise because I know it's going to continue to be a good one. We already have a minute to go, but I'm assuming these are mostly credits, and I should have probably been doing that entire monologue over it. Oh, there is an after credit scene. There is, in fact, an after credit scene. Anything with an after credit scene is going to get an even higher praise from me. It's going to move it from like a 4.5 stars to a straight 5, right? Anything with an extra... Max Singleton, do you guys have your own music person too? Cool, so do I. Wow. That is a lot of sound effects. I didn't realize how. Okay, after credit scene at Grimm here, so maybe we're gonna see more.
Hey there. I'm the new intern here. What's your name?
Assume that's their name. Ah, don't get freaked out. Don't get freaked out. That's just their name. They told you their name in their native language. What are you doing? What are you saying? You know. Oh, that's the same intern that we saw get sucked into the hole earlier. The Tomska void hole. Okay, well, I am so glad to have been a part of this and reacting to this early on, because this has only been up for what? This has only been up since September Oh, it's been like, wait. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. This has only been up for apparently 2 weeks now, and I knew I needed to get on this. I saw this a few days ago, and I was like, this right here, this is something. This is something I need to raise my face up so I don't cut off my mouth on. This is something. And I already said this a bunch, but keep doing this. This is going to get you somewhere. This is going to... How many subscribers is... Look, the last time... I know I keep bringing up one, and I know this is 100% a different fandom, right? But the thing is, you need to understand one point about why I'm bringing up one. And that is that one took a fandom, the Object Show community, that was so used to seeing a singular thing, introduce something else to it, and that singular thing is mostly comedy. It's funny, because you actually turned it right around. The Object Show community is mostly about comedy, and lighthearted comedy, and one took that on its head and said, yeah, how about, like, drama with lighthearted comedy? And instead, you kind of took, like, how about, like, drama and horror, and then you added comedy into it instead, and I think that is an important flip. Most people expect drama and horror from the SCP community. Adding a bunch of humor and interest into it, where it's so much more approachable, and in the style where it's so much more approachable, I feel is something that's going to get you a lot farther. And like the last person I saw that did this, HFJ1. What's Cheesy HFJ? Oh, Cheesy H... What? No, they're not at 105,000. Okay, they're at 105,000 subscribers. They hit that 13 days ago, but I would like to point out that their series, which I kind of, like I said, does the same thing as our newest favorite series, the Offshoot, does, has around 1.4 million views on their pilot episode by this time. That was only released like a year or two ago. I truly believe that you have something here at SCPeeps, and you need to keep doing this because this is something special. You've created something special already, and this is something that is going to get you places. You will be known. You will be known. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little additions to this. Definitely go check out the original so that they get more viewer retain content. I forget. I'm not a part of the thing yet. You know, I don't know the exact terms. I'm not a part of the getting money thing. But I know that if you go and watch their videos, subscribe to them, put a like on them, watch that whole video for yourself without my interruptions, without my added, outsider's notes, that will get them more support, that will get them more money, that will get them I think, what they need to do to keep going, which is good, because they need to. And they should. So, thank you, everybody. And I hope to see you in the next one. And I will be doing a couple of creative projects of my own, which means that I'll be doing a huge dip for some personal a huge dip in content and stuff for personal life reasons, plus this big thing I'm working on. And, that's it. Thank you.